wheat. So this is the rice and wheat combined, rice wheat with chicken cubes or chicken pieces. So we have our chicken pieces here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cook it in the anointed rice style. So I'm going to cook with oil and then cut onions in. So first of all, I'm going to plug my stove using an induction cooker. So I need to plug my induction cooker. So now my induction cooker is plugged in, and then I pour my oil. The quantity of the rice we're going to cook is a bit plenty, so I need to make the oil to get to some level. We're going to have the oil there. So now I'm going to start my cooker. So I start my cooker. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Easter to you all, and thanks for joining my live session. So let me lower the fire, because this stove can cook very, very, very fast. So I'm going to lower the fire. Oh, I put the fire on. I'm going to put the fire on back. I'm going to lower it to 60 for now. So now that the oil is on fire, we're going to get our onion. So we're going to crush our onion. So we have our onion here. I'm going to crush the onion, and then as a matter of fact, put the onion inside of the oil. So this is an anointed rice, so it's anointed wheat rice, right? So you need to make sure there's more oil to be able to give the anointed rice taste. So now we're going to crush our onion into the oil, but the oil is so hot. So let me put the stove off first because it's too hot. Otherwise, it will be jumping out of the fire. So put the fire off for the heat to go down a bit. Otherwise, the oil will be jumping out of the pan. So now the oil is very heated, so it makes it a bit some way. So I always make sure that when the oil is well heated, I put off the stove to prevent further heat. So now let me wipe the oil that has poured here. I have to say happy Easter to each and everyone who is watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. So now I'm going to put the stove on back. So it's really hot. When you are cooking at 180, 240 on this stove, it's just so much power. So much power. So I'm going to stir the onion. I think the onion is not enough. I need to add extra onion to it. I'm going to add extra onion to it. I'm going to add extra onion. So wash our onion nicely. So I add extra onion. The onion have to brown. When the onion is brown, that's where you feel the ammonia. But this one is wheat ammonia. It's a combination of wheat and rice for this type of recipe that we are doing. So I add more. Now I need to increase the tone of the fire. So I increase the fire to 120. So enough done with the cutting. So let me put this thing in. This is why I put my. So we have our chicken here too. We're going to add the chicken to it as well. But I want this thing to brown. We're going to put in Maggi cube. We're going to put in cube. And then when we put in the cube, we're going to put in cube. When we put in the cube, we'll also put in curry powder and other stuff. So here we go. So I have my cubes here. I normally buy them in pack. This is a very, very popular one in Ghana. It's called onga. So whilst the onion keeps browning, we stir it. We're gonna add pepper. We're gonna add the cubes, and then we add this. Then we add our chicken pieces as well to it. Then before we add our rice. Now you see this thing is browning. If you are cooking Ghana's anointed rice, you need to make sure that the onion browns. Let me see your comment over there. I'd like to say thank you very much. Yes, let me read some of the ones. That actually looks good. Thank you. Hey, wow, can you play some music? No, that one I can't play music. If I play music, YouTube is definitely going to may give me a copyright. So I don't want to play music. So now you can see that this thing is browning. So now I'm going to put in some curry powder. So I put in my curry powder. A quantity of curry powder there. Curry powder is also going to brown. Since we are using wheat, that is why I'm putting in the curry powder. But if it's the raw ammonia, we don't put curry powder that much. Put curry powder. And I'm going to add pepper. So where is the scissors? So this is the kind of pepper we are using in Ghana these days. We call it the kibo pepper. So now Ghana is high tech now. You hardly see the old type of pepper that we used to use. So I'm going to put the pepper in. So adding the pepper. And happy Easter to you all watching. I hope you are really enjoying this cooking Easter Friday cooking session on my channel. So let me increase the fire a bit so that it can brown a bit. Now frying the curry powder, the pepper, the powdered pepper, and the onions together. Let me read another message. Is that what? Okay, hi, my brother, John Colley. Hey, wow. Thanks a lot, guys, for showing much love. Let me see you watching. So I need to reduce the fire. It's getting bent now. So I need to calm down the fire. Come to 60. So now I'm going to put my chicken. Let me fry one first. Let me see how it reacts in the oil. So I'm going to add the chicken. So these are chicken pieces, well marinated. Well marinated chicken pieces that I'm going to add. Add it slowly before the oil pops up on your face, or hot oil can be something else. So now stirring the whole sauce. Now I need to increase the fire a bit. So take it to 120. So I just added our chicken, and these are chicken pieces. Chicken pieces I just added. Let me run down the fire a bit. So now we're done with the chicken. So let me increase the fire again so we can continue to fry for a while. Before we add our rice, it needs to fry for a while. So frying the chicken for a while. I'm going to add the cubes. So let me add first one. adding first cube to it. This one is shrimp cube. I'm going to add an extra two to give it more better taste. This one I'm using this brand. I think in Ghana we have the popular ones are Maggi and Unga. So I'm going to add the Unga Maggi cube to it. So let's go. We'll add first, second one. I need to stir to ensure that it settles within the entire sauce. So you see me stirring. Let me see your comment. Happy Easter to each and everyone that's watching. And if you don't celebrate Easter too, I'd like to say happy day to you. Happy Friday to you. The sauce is beginning to show up. Otherwise the sauce will burn. To prevent the sauce from burning, I need to reduce the fire. I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. This one has a Chinese name, so I can't really. And then we have what? Predeka, and then John Colley. So now you can see the sauce is getting brown now. So we're going to add our rice to the sauce. I normally cook it this way. I don't use stew. So we're going to put the rice and wheat. Add the rice and wheat to it. Oh, this is plenty. Since I did it too much, so I'm not going to add any more. Add the rice and the wheat to it. So we're going to stir for it to settle. Stirring it for it to settle. So I can add a bit of the wheat and the rice again. So let me add a bit of the wheat and rice again. So I'll keep the rest in the freezer. Else it will lose the taste when the rice becomes more than the sauce. You're not going to get a taste. You're not going to use stew to eat this food. When it's done, it's done. I'm just going to serve it directly with the chicken pieces inside of it. Leave the rice on fire. I'm going to leave the rice on fire. So you see how our fantastic sauce is looking. Okay. So now you can fill everything within it. We're going to add one of the Maggi cube, or the cube to it. I said Maggi cube because you know in Ghana the most popular is Maggi. We all call it Maggi cube, Maggi cube. I'm going to put another cube. This one is Unga. So I'm going to put the Unga cube inside of it and put another one inside of it. So let me sprinkle one on it. So now sprinkle one. I need to stir it. So I'm stirring it again, just to beef up the taste. Just to beef up the taste. You know, one thing is we call it anwamon, which means oil rice. So you need to make sure that you get a bit of rice. But anyway, this is not a professional cooking class. It is my own way of sharing how I cook with you. So please just take like I'm not a professional cook. It's a way of sharing how I cook with my audience. I think this live session has been fantastic. This live session has been fantastic. That has been very fantastic. So now we're going to add water to begin the cooking. So we're going to add water. Usually use bag water to cook. Add water to it. So now we need to cover our rice, and then the cooking gets way. So cover our rice, and then we increase the volume of the fire. Let's see how it boils and goes. Whilst I cook, I try to clean my stove a bit so that it doesn't look messy. Trigger the other side of the stove. Let me put it on and put it on back again. Clean the surface of the soup. Let me take this thing away from here. His work is done. So now clean the debris and allow the rice to boil. So we're going to allow the rice and the heat to boil. So usually this type of food, we actually don't taste it with we don't add any stew, but we use the sauce, everything to mix it, to make it very nice. So we're going to leave it to boil. I didn't put salt in it, but you can feel some salt in the sauce. So that's good. So I'm sure in 15 minutes time, it's going to get well boiled, and then we're going to serve and then eat. So now this is how I cook normally. When I'm done with things, I take all of these things out of the space. So let me repeat the ingredients again. The ingredients you need, that is cooking wheat rice, anointed wheat rice, okay, with chicken cubes. So you need chicken cubes. You need to cut the chicken into pieces and then marinate it nicely. And then after cutting and marinating the chicken, you then need to fry your onions. So you fry your onions. I think it's burning. The fire is too high. I need to reduce the fire. You fry your onions till brown. Then you add curry powder and then some cube. Add some curry powder and some cube, and then you are gone. Then you leave it for it to boil for a while, okay, or to fry for a while. Then I think you add your chicken as well, so you leave it to fry for a while, and then you wash your rice and then your wheat, and then you add it to it. So tasty. Am I seeing any other one there? Is there anyone coming about again? Any further comments coming? Okay, John Conley said hi. That actually looks good. And then Pedeka says Kotapali, hey. Pedeka Kotapali says hey. And then wow. Can you play some music? So we are on. I hope you are enjoying every bit of this live show. Let me take it to 100 and see. It's not really boiling. Take it to 100 and see if it's boiled. So you can see my face here, how I am actually feeling hot in the kitchen, right? It's hot in the kitchen. Okay, this is not actually my main kitchen, but I would say it's a spare kitchen where I normally do most of my videos. So happy Easter to you all if you are watching me right now. Happy Easter to you, and God bless you for coming by. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. The food is on fire, and very soon it's going to be ready. So we're going to keep it boiled for a while. Let me shift my camera forward a bit so it can face the food proper. So why you guys viewers, I can't see you guys. I can't really see you guys. So I use this oil. I normally use olive oil to do my cooking. And this is the curry powder that I use. Sometimes use Jamaican curry powder as well, but I prefer this one. Now let me see if there will be the need for me to add salt. So I'm going to stir it a bit. So do some stirring to see the under. And when you stir too much, the chicken will also tear into pieces. That is the problem. So that's why sometimes I don't stir when I'm doing this type of food. Because when you stir too, the chicken it will mash. The chicken is going to mash. The sauce is tasting good anyway. But the rice hasn't even think of getting done now. If you're just joining me and you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe. We are cooking rice wheat rice anointed oil with chicken cubes, and the ingredients we used were oil, that is we use olive oil, and then onion, we sliced onions into the oil, and then we added curry powder. After the onion has browned, we added curry powder, right? And after adding the curry powder, we added some cubes, right? Shrimp cubes, to make it taste. And then we added our chicken cubes. The chicken cubes were made this way. It was just cut into pieces and it was just added to the the the, the onions, right? For it to also burn for a while. So pretty soon our food will be ready and then we're going to have a good time. Kindly subscribe to the channel and make sure that you shop for one of my merchandise. I have numerous merchandise on my channel, so try and get yourself one of my merchandise as well. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Keep watching. The food is on fire now. So hi, you're just watching. I'd like to say hi, happy Easter to you if you celebrate Easter. I'd like to say thank you. Let's keep cooking. Let's see how the cooking goes. So I need to check to see whether it's burning again. It's not burning. As gradually, getting there. I need to taste to see how it's actually faring. So this is wheat rice or wheat anointed rice or rice with anointed rice and wheat with with chicken cubes. Okay, gradually. But I'm told normally it's not just the heat that cooks the rice, but it's the steam that cooks the rice. It's gradually getting done. Let me increase the fire a bit. I decided not to put salt into it because of the cubes. I think 3.5 of the cubes, shrimp cubes into it. So this one alone also contains salt. So the more salt you add, let me lower the fire because I can feel it is burning. Let me open it, otherwise the smoke will smell in it. Otherwise the smoke will smell in it. Let me check from beneath whether it's burning from beneath. It's burning somehow from beneath, you can see. I don't want to be stirring it too much because the more you stir, the more the chicken mashes up. Alright, so I don't have to be stirring it too much. So I'll bring the fire down. Let me bring the fire up to 100 again. And then I'll cover it again. I think in 10 minutes time, it should be fully done. The kind of strategy I'm using to cook it. Always make sure that you check to see whether smoke is coming out of it. That's how I normally do. I check to see whether smoke is coming out from the pan. Because when it's burning and you don't take off the cover and it burns, it will be smelling inside, the smoke will be smelling inside of the food. Right. So I normally try as much as possible to, as a matter of fact, check from time to time. We've been cooking for, I think, for the past 15 minutes. So rice should be getting ready very soon. So this is anointed wheat rice with chicken cubes. And just cut the chicken into pieces, marinate it nicely, and then cut my onions into the oil, fry the oil for a while, fry the onion in the oil for a while, and then add curry powder. Then after adding curry powder, I then add my chicken cubes to it. When I add my chicken cubes, I let it, as a matter of fact, fry for a while, and then I add shrimp cubes to it as well. So the shrimp cubes actually gives it a bit of some fine taste, and as well, you also don't need to put in more salt because already the chicken cubes contain salt. So let me check whether it's still burning. It's not burning because normally when it's burning and you keep the cover on it, you are going to get the scent of the smoke inside of it. That's what I've normally actually seen cooking over these years. I've been cooking my own food for 30 years, but this is not a professional cooking video. It's just my own way of cooking that I'm sharing with my audience. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe. Don't forget to comment, share, and like. So I think the food is actually getting done by now. Gradually getting the food done by now. You can see that the chicken is in there. You can see, I added a bit of some small vegetables. There's some small vegetables to it. Right, you can add salad to it. You can prepare salad and eat it with this. But usually it doesn't go with stew because of the nature of the sauce. The sauce that I did is always super. Alright, viewers. The food is now getting cooked already. So let me check again to see if, let me check the under to see whether the under is burning. You check the under is not burning that much, because when it's burning you're going to see the smoke coming out. Alright, so now the food is finally done and ready to be served. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe.